like in
Hmm.
boot camp or in course where there are many people. Attention on a one person is very difficult. So to get personal attention, to get the solutions of my problems, I thought taking one-on-one mentorship is the best thing.
So, first of all, the first question that I have in my mind is, how did you first start? When was the first time you think of sort of switching your job?
So like I was my first company was TCS, and I was there for 7 years, almost 7 years. I thought of feeling like I'm not growing and I'm stagnant at a place. Studying further, and after 7 years, I joined 1 year MBA program, which is a
Okay.
regular MBA program.
Hmm.
So, like just now in April end, I completed my MBA.
Okay.
So while doing MBA, placements were going on and companies were coming, but I was like very choosy in selecting companies because I was in on sabbatical from TCS. So I was not finding each and every company like which is at par at TCS. So I was sitting in many few companies, but then also I was not selected. I don't know what was the reason. Maybe I was having a lot of experience, and
Hmm.
they were expecting more knowledge after that experience, which I was not able to. I don't know. Maybe the reason, maybe this, that they think that I am on sabbatical, so I already
Hmm.
have a job. So such kind of situation happened, and I sat for two, three companies like Genpact, Infosys, and Tech Mahindra,
Hmm.
but they didn't shortlisted me. They didn't selected me.
Hmm.
So then I thought that I need to prepare well, because I was not preparing very much well because this course was very hectic. In 1 year program, we are expected to learn 40 courses.
Hmm.
So, and I'm also a mother. So
Yeah.
it was a tough journey for me to balance my studies with the baby. So I thought
Hmm.
of, taking some outside help so that I can crack the interviews. And in spite of waiting for the placements, I started applying outside, like off campus. So there
Hmm.
also I gave in month of February and March, I gave two interviews, Gartner and Nagaro,
Hmm.
but they were like purely technical roles, so I was not fit for that. I thought of taking help from some experienced person who can guide me in cracking interviews. So that's how I thought of taking mentorship from Preplaced.
Hmm. Understood. Understood. So, can you tell me a little bit about your sort of background? How many years of experience you have? What domain you were earlier working on? And
Okay.
after MBA, what was the thing that you were targeting?
So I was working in TCS for last 7 years, and in last May 2022, I've taken 1 year leave to pursue my post graduation. So I
Hmm.
was working in TCS as an IT analyst in financial services domain. So I was
Okay.
looking for the TCS Bank's application, which is in-house application of TCS for financial services. There I need to, it was a techno-functional role. I need to collaborate with various cross-functional teams, and whatever requirements were coming from the client, I need to discuss it with them and finally come up with the solution and
Hmm.
making the month-end report. So it was a kind of, techno manager role where I need to, see the technical things also, as well as simultaneously I need to do the stakeholder management. So this
Hmm.
was my role, and then I
Understood.
decided to do MBA in business analytics.
Hmm.
So I was targeting role of business analyst, because earlier I was IT analyst. So
Hmm.
I was targeting for business analyst, and I gave two or three interviews of business analyst, as well as some Power BI developer kind of role in which I was not fit because I don't had the hands-on experience on Power BI.
Hmm.
So that was my profile.
Okay, understood. So you told now that you are applying for business analyst role, you mentioned a series of companies that you gave interviews for. So what was the thing that was lacking, or which is why you were getting rejected? Like, what was your thought process that time?
So I think at that time when I was giving interview, whenever asked for the any project from my past experience, I was not able to explain it properly
Hmm.
because like in a sequence, like we use that star framework. So I didn't had any that kind of framework in mind. So I was not able to explain or make a proper story around that experience. So I think that's why I was not able to explain it. And also uh, from BA point of view, I have not worked as a PA. So I think I didn't do that much preparation. What all questions that will be asked from in a BA interview. So I started, giving mock interviews to Prashant and some few alumni of my college. So yeah, that's how it went on.
Hmm. Understood. So you may, after this point, you decided to take external help from like different things. So why specifically did you sort of choose one-on-one long-term mentorship? There are so many courses, boot camps, and interview preparation stuff out there. But why specifically did you feel that one-on-one like long-term mentorship or something like that can suits your case?
I think in one-on-one mentorship, I was getting the advice exclusively to me, like in
Hmm.
boot camp or in a course where there are many people. Attention on a one person is very difficult. So to get personal attention, to get the solutions of my problems, I thought taking one-on-one mentorship is the best thing, so that I
Hmm.
can able to explain my what all problems I'm facing to the mentor and get the
Hmm.
solution in a in a shorter time rather than waiting for meetings, problems in scheduling the meetings. So one-on-one mentorship will help me in solving my problem in a shorter time.
Yeah. So after basically you decided that this is what you want to do. So I'm curious, how did you sort of come to know about Preplace? We are an early stage startup. So how did you like got to know about us?
I think somewhere I registered for Prashant Singh masterclass on how to crack on business analyst interview.
Hmm.
So from there, I was getting emails from Preplace that you can take the mentorship, and also Prashant has a WhatsApp group of business analyst cohort. So
Hmm.
there I can see some of the very relevant questions which were getting asked in the interview. So I
Hmm.
thought of taking the mentorship under his
Got it.
guidance.
Got it. Understood. So after basically you took a mentorship with Prashant, how was your overall experience of the entire month or the throughout the period that you prepared with him?
I had a 3 to 4 kind of mock interviews with him,
Hmm.
and like mock interviews and also discussions. So two or three very important tips, like first of all, what are the questions that we need to ask at the end of the interview, that
Hmm.
gave that that gives a lot of impact on the on our performance.
Hmm.
And then he told me that if you don't know something, try asking questions on that
Hmm.
to clarify that question. Don't keep quiet. The one question he asked, that how you'll explain this term in a layman, in a language which can be understood by a child. So
Hmm.
he gave me example. You have to thought like a child, that how the thought process works for a child, and then you have to come up with your answer.
Hmm.
So he told me that whenever you are telling any answer, you need to uh, back up with the example from your previous experience or a day-to-day life, so that your answer becomes accurate and it impresses the interviewer.
Understood. So basically, you had that problem that you were not able to really answer on your past projects and everything, and this really might have given you the
Means
structure.
I was knowing the thing, but maybe I was not able to articulate it properly,
Hmm.
and that was the thing. Yeah.
Understood, understood. Got it. So a lot of people who come to us, they are not very sure of how one-on-one long-term mentorship works as such, right? It is sort of a new concept that you are working on one-on-one on a longer time. So if you had to describe how it worked for you, how many sessions happened, how did the chat usage happen or something, how basically it worked for you, the one-on-one, the structure of the one-on-one mentorship.
So I think Prashant is a very good or very friendly kind of human being.
Hmm.
He understands the the situation. Like some days I called him and telling that tomorrow is my interview. I need your advice. So he suggested me to, if I'm not able to find any slot, he asked me to join a Google Meet meeting, and then he clarified my doubts. So I think uh, uh, like uh, having a good relationship with your mentor is very important,
Hmm.
uh, so uh, so that the mentor can help the mentee whenever required. I had 4 or 5 sessions scheduled planned on Preplaced app, and apart from that, I talked to him on phone like 5 to 6 times. So it is like that he was available all the time from me. If he is not able to attend the call, he texts me on WhatsApp. And this is the thing you need to ask. He always keeps me motivating that
Hmm.
don't lose hope. Something good will come. Your hard work will pay off. And when I told him that yeah, I got selected, he was really happy. I told him that some miracle happened at the end of my MBA. So he said, "This is not a miracle. This is something you got after so much failures." He told that you did your hard work and finally it paid off.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah. So, tell me about that miracle more. Like, how after this, how what companies did you apply, and what interview did you?
So
How did it go?
my MBA was getting ended on 27th of April, and my convocation was on 29th April. And I need to join back TCS on 1st of May. My leaves were ending on 1st of May, so I need to join back. So I was getting interviewed for BCG
Hmm.
for an IT operations senior analyst role.
Okay.
And then this was off-campus thing, and it was part of and diversity, equity, and inclusion event where they called all the women and they interviewed. So in March end, I was getting interview, but in the third round, I was rejected. So it was a
Okay.
director round,
Hmm.
and they rejected me. I don't know the reason. They didn't tell the reason.
Okay.
And after 1 month, approximately 1 month, 27th April, I got the call from the same HR. She told that we really want to move ahead with your candidature once again.
Okay.
So
Okay.
again, I gave 3 rounds, which already happened in March. So
Okay.
again, I gave 3 rounds, and on 27, 9, 10 p.m. also I gave a director round.
Okay.
So finally, she told me on 28 that you are selected, and but she didn't give me the offer, so I could
Okay.
not resign TCS, because
Okay.
if she would have given me the offer on TCS, I would have resigned and I didn't have to serve the notice period, because till that time my notice period was not there.
Hmm.
So I got the offer yesterday evening for
Oh,
the
amazing.
yeah, for the IT operation analyst role. They are not giving me senior analyst because for the last 1 year I'm not working. So seeing the learning curve, they want me to work more and grow in this role. So yeah, after TCS, this was my dream company. Initially,
Yes.
TCS was my dream company, so I got it, and now when I went for the interview in BCG, it was like, oh my God, this is something I dreamt of. And I was really amazed by the office and the good vibes I was feeling. So I was like, yeah, I want to work in this company. I want to become part of BCG. But then when I rejected in the third round, like I was totally shattered. And before getting call from her, I was getting, I was seeing in dreams that I dreamt that HR called me and she told that Shriza, we have a role for you. So I think some manifestation kind of thing happened, and she called me again, and I went through. So I
Yeah.
got the offer yesterday, and I'm waiting for the TCS HR to approve my early release because officially 90 days notice period is there in TCS. So I'm just waiting that she release me as soon as possible.
How was your feeling when you finally got the offer letter and your manifestation came to reality? Like, did you have goosebumps or something like that?
Yeah, I was very happy. I was jumping that, after 7 years, I got my second offer letter because I was at the same place for 7 years and I don't know what is going out outside in the market. I was really unaware that people of 2 3 years they're earning 1 lakh plus 1 lakh per month. But I was in
Hmm.
my comfort zone. I was not knowing that what is happening, what people are getting. But once I did MBA and once I started giving interview, I got to know like I'm far behind and I'm very
Hmm.
slow. But after getting offer, it was like okay, slow and steady wins the race. My growth is slow, but yeah, I got a company which is very reputed and which is a big brand.
Right. BCG is a dream company of every MBA graduate, all IIMs, basically all people
Yeah.
MBA, and you have got to your dream company. So amazing. Congratulations. Just final question, Shriza. If you basically had to recommend Preplace to anyone, the long-term mentorship one-on-one, uh, like how would you recommend it to anyone? How would you describe it in your words?
So I would say that Preplaced is a very good opportunity for someone who is facing issues in cracking interviews, and there are mentors who are really keen to help the candidate to get into their dream company. So and also the charges are not very high; they are affordable. I would say that the charges would be like 2,500, and I told the manager that I could not afford that because I'm not earning, so I will not be able to pay that much. So they reduced the price for me. They told, okay, you are not earning, we understand, and they told that your mentor is Prashant, so we are allocating him. And so yeah, Preplace is a very good kind of help which can be impact the candidate in improving their interview giving skills and communication skills, and give them an idea of what actually happens in a interview through the mock interviews and the guidance of the mentor. So yeah, Preplaced really helped me in cracking some of the interviews, and finally I got BCG. So yeah, giving those interviews one on one through a mentor and those mock interviews really boost the confidence, and they give you idea, how do you give the interview whenever an actual interview happens.
Hmm. Great. Thanks. Thanks a lot. So, yeah, that is what I wanted to ask. It is an I should say that being a mother and taking such a bold step after like moving out, people are so afraid they won't leave their company. So you took a very bold step, I should say, after 7 years doing an MBA and then targeting for your dream company and doing another sort of mentorship and finally getting to BCG. So salute to you.
Thank
Amazing,
you.
great job. Yeah, so finally, congratulations again. Really happy that pre-placed we could really help you out in your career and become a small part. Uh, if any in future, if you need any help, we would be more than happy to help you out. So yeah, thanks a lot again for taking out time. It was wonderful talking to you. I am sure this video will inspire a lot of people out there who are looking to target their dream jobs.
Thanks a lot. Nice talking to you.